address us. Mr. Wiggle, my Lord Bishop, Mr. Deputy Mayor, ladies and gentlemen, I have to confess that when you first did me the honor to ask me to come and open this, the most modern foundry in Europe, probably in the world, I was a little puzzled as to why you should choose a soldier. But your managing director has very flatteringly given some reasons, and I hope it's not too inappropriate, because these days the soldiers, especially senior soldiers like myself, have to have very wide interests. And I wasn't always a soldier. Nearly 40 years ago, I was employed in a steel works where they had a foundry. And very often in those days, I was rather glad that my job was in another part of the works, because it doesn't need me to tell an audience like this one that an old-fashioned foundry was really not a very pleasant place. And also, what with the heat and the fumes and the dust and the heavy manual labor, it was also rather a thirsty place. 40 years later, I find myself walking around your foundry, and it's very different. And it's different because you've made a tremendous advance, I think, in two directions. First, in the conditions under which people work in the foundry, and secondly, in the amount of production that you can achieve by modern methods. And on those two lines of advance, the conditions of work and productivity, I believe, lies the solution to many, indeed to most, of our industrial and economic problems. And here, ladies and gentlemen, before you, you have a concrete and a practical answer to those problems. And to me, at any rate, it's a most inspiring thing. If somebody does attack this old country of ours, I have the confidence that the tradition that you've built up in 2 wars will be renewed. Above all, good luck to the men and the women who will work in and for this foundry. May they continue that tradition of success that Ruston and Hornsby have always had, and may they reap the reward of their skill, their industry, their cooperation, and above all, their common sense. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here's England, here's Lincoln, here's your new foundry, something to be proud of. It's open, it's working. Keep it working for yourselves, for your families, for all of us, for Lincoln and for England.